Hey guys, how's it going? This is Miss Whittington, and we are getting ready to do our course selection for next year. Can't believe you guys are sophomores. The year has flown by. So all of you guys should have this upcoming sophomore worksheet. I need you to go ahead and put your name on the top of this worksheet. I know that you're in high school and I shouldn't have to tell you this, but we're actually going to keep this for a few days. I need you to hang on to it. So put your name at the top of this. You should also have a Cleveland High School course sequence sheet. I gave these to all the connections teachers, so make sure you should have two different things. You should have your upcoming worksheet, and then you should have your course sequence worksheet. So please make sure you have both of those out and ready to go. Okay, so our first decision is for English. You can see at the top, you're either going to have English 2 or you're going to have English 2 pre-AP honors. What I need you to do is to make your selection, and down here by number 1, I need you to write in either English 2 or English 2 AP pre-AP honors down at the bottom. To be in AP honors, you have to have a TVOS score of 80 or higher. If you took pre-AP English as a freshman, you're probably going to take it also as a sophomore. Notice I said probably because that depends on your test scores. Thanks. All right, for math, if you took Algebra 1, A and B, which most of you guys did all year long, your selection for math is going to be geometry. If you took geometry honors, which is just a few, you guys, you're going to sign up for Algebra 2 honors. So by the number 2 on your sheet, I need you to write in your math selection for next year. All right, our next selection is for science. Remember, those are your core classes, English, math, and science. You will have those classes every single year that you're at CHS. Your options are physical science. Most of you guys took physical science, so you're going to take chemistry next year. If you took chemistry honors this year, you're going to take biology 1 honors. And we're going to go ahead and write that in on number 3, which science you plan on taking for next year. Okay, let's talk about social studies. It gets a little bit more complicated than the past 3 classes we had to select. In 9th grade, you did not have to take social studies, but in 10th grade, you do. So if you did not take AP Human Geography, which most of you guys did not, everybody's going to write in Modern World History for number 4. Most people, like 95% of you. Now, if you are currently in AP Human Geography, you're currently in that class, you have some options. Options 1, you can take Modern World History like everybody else. That's grade level social studies. You can take AP European History, can be an option for you. Or actually, you don't have to take a social studies at all. You have the option, if you are currently in AP Human Geography, to take no social studies whatsoever next year. And the reason is, to graduate from Cleveland High School, you need 3 social studies credits. If you're in AP Human Geography as a freshman, that's 1, and then you're going to take another history your junior year and your 3rd history your senior year. So you have that option not to take any social studies if you don't want to. However, there are consequences to that. You need to make sure that you look at the Rader Scholar and the AP Scholar before making your decision, and those requirements are on the freshman website. You also need to look at your focus area. I gave a sheet of those to your connections teacher. If you want a humanities focus area, the AP European History will count towards your focus area. And then you also want to make sure, if you're looking at that AP Scholar, you want to take advantage of all the AP classes that CHS has to offer. As a 10th grader, you don't have a lot of AP options. So there's just some things to be familiar with. Most people, most kiddos, you guys are taking modern world history. If you're an AP human geography, you need to know that you have some options and you need to carefully consider those options, and you're going to write your selection on number 4 on your upcoming sophomore planning worksheet. Okay, so foreign language. As sophomores, that is kind of a sophomore thing. That's when you take your foreign language. We have 3 options that CHS offers. You have Spanish 1 and 2, German 1 or 2, and French 1 or 2. You have to take you have to take both classes. You can't take Spanish 1 and German 1 or German 1 and French 1. If whatever language you select, you have to take 1 and 2. So you're going to write that in number 5 and number 6. So for example, if you want to take German 1, write that in on number 5 on your worksheet, and then German 2 on number 6 on your worksheet. So as you can see, we take 8 classes a year. We're already on number 6, and those were just required classes. So again, as a sophomore, you don't really have a lot of options, very similar to what we had in 9th grade. A lot of classes have already been pre-selected for you. If you did not take wellness this 9th grade year for whatever reason, you have to take that. That is a state requirement. So look at your transcript or look at your schedule that you had this year. If you did not take wellness or wellness weights, go ahead and write that in for number 7. If you did not take a fine art, which I don't think that there's very many of you because I went through all of your schedules, but if you did not take intro to fine art, band, art, music history, you did not take any of those, you have some selections for that. That would be art 1, theater 1, and music history. You can fill that in at the bottom of your schedule down there, 7 or 8. So if you have any blank spaces left, we're going to fill those up. I gave your teachers a copy of the course descriptions, the CTE flowcharts, a list of electives, and a focus area guide. Those are going to be, if you took marketing principles and you're ready for the next step, or if you took Auto 1 and you want to take Auto 2, you can go ahead and sign up for that. I gave a list of those to your teachers, and so those are some classes that you can get to decide what you want to do. You just make sure the state of Tennessee requires that you have a focus area. Make sure that you look at that focus area sheet and that you pick your classes wisely. Okay, so today is Tuesday, the 29th. We just came back from spring break. You guys are doing your upcoming sophomore schedule planning worksheet. We're going to also be doing this on Thursday. Same thing, we're going to be filling these, finishing these up. If you have questions, contact your connections teacher and they'll get a hold of me. I just want you to know what's coming up. If you have specific concerns or questions, my website is completely up to date. You go to the Cleveland High School website, it says counseling, then it says grade level info. You're going to go to the freshman page, and at the bottom it will say class of 2019, and it will have all of your requirements. There's a link to the YouTube channel where you can watch this video again. The course description is on there. The focus areas are on there. Your 4-year course sequence of what we recommend so that you graduate on time is also on the website, and that should answer a lot of your questions. Actual registration is next week. That's the week of April the 4th. We're going to have connections every day. So our Tuesday, Thursday schedule is actually going to be every day during that week. I will be coming around to all of the classrooms and answering questions and helping out any way that I can. Feel free to email me, or if you want to drop by with some questions, most things are going to be answered by going to the website. So until then, I will see you later.